Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 27 of the My Son the Traitor series. Today's episode, we're rocking into week 2. We'll start advancing now. We'll do one day at a time because we are still currently signing the legendary Rey Mysterio Jr. So we'll do one day at a time, and try and get through here. Looking forward to getting Rey in. There's been a lot of comments that obviously, people want to get him in. What have we got here? We've got Stevie Richards and Trent Acid now hate each other from the Jasmine St. Clair Trent Acid affair. Interesting. Same thing with him and Jasmine St. Clair. Interesting. He's actually relatively good on the mic. Huh. Stevie Richards is good. It's an interesting one. Because obviously he's in the WWF. What about Trent Acid? No. He's a part of a tag team. He's only 20 years old though. And he's actually quite damn talented, if you ask me. Johnny Cashmere as the Backseat Boys. Interesting. I mean, they're holding the CZW and the USA Pro Tag. Let me have a look at how good Johnny Cashmere is. If he's any good, we might shortlist them. So Johnny Cashmere. He's also a lightweight as well. He's also relatively good. He's a control freak though, which I don't really like. But overall, he's pretty damn good as well. I think we'll shortlist him. Obviously, if they're causing issues, it's probably not a great thing to do because I am trying to keep a decent little lid on our sort of negative personalities we have backstage. But all in all, they look like a relatively good team, and we always need more tag teams. And adding some more guys to the Cruiserweight division could be a good thing as well. In the future, I think after Starrcade, I also want to look into sort of maybe a potential All Japan Pro Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, either like a mutual agreement with either of those companies, or maybe even starting a talent trade or a what do you call them? An alliance similar to like the NWA here, and essentially be able to get some of those really good junior heavyweights from those two Japanese companies to then come in and have spells, whether they feud for a month or they stay for a bit longer. Anyway, let's keep advancing while I'm rambling on as I usually do. I just think that's a cool little idea, and it is something that WCW, they did a lot, especially with the Luchadors as well. Got a nice little house show there in Manitoba. Continuing the house shows. You got interesting match there from CMLL. And we continue. Doesn't really look like anyone's coming in for Rey. Apparently Kurt Angle joins Right to Censor. Interesting. But here we go. Rey Mysterio Jr. Welcome back to WCW. Charles Wright. Okay. Godfather. And then Jerry Lynn has also been offered a pay-per-appearance deal with WWA. That's okay. I don't really want to bring him in yet because we've sort of got Rey coming in now, so we're pretty well off, at least for the meantime. Good to see Scott Hudson also getting a new deal with TCW with Dusty Rhodes' company. So good stuff for him. We let him go and he gets picked up. One thing I do want to do real quick, we've got to do a couple things actually while we're here. A lot of you guys are probably screaming at me. But Rey Mysterio, we're going to chuck a mask back on him. We will create a new mask because obviously we want it to be WCW owned. Do we drop the junior off of him? I don't think we do. Because we want it to like pay homage to the predecessors, which is why we still got Chavo Guerrero as Chavo Guerrero Jr. Same sort of thing. But yeah, Rey's back. Got a mask. We can probably change his picture in the future. But essentially he is wearing a mask. So I'll do that in the future. I'll probably do that off camera. It's something you guys don't exactly need to sort of see me doing on camera, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's continue on. Oh, we got Randy Orton there. Looks very good. Very good. Oh my god. If I get a chance for Randy, I'm signing him. He legit might challenge a John Cena for the future figurehead of the entire company. Very, very good star quality. I know Cena's is like 95, I think. Interesting. We've got MCW. Where are they? They're in the southeast. And we essentially need a company to be our developmental territory. And as you can see, it was a developmental territory for the WWF. Interesting. I don't know, because I'm assuming that they're still... Are they still owned? Yeah, I'm assuming they're still owned, which means that their debt is going to essentially be waived. Yeah, I'm assuming their debt's going to be waived. I mean, can I attempt a takeover? Yeah, weird. I'm assuming it's because they're owned by the WWF. Anyway, it's fine. It is what it is. We're not going to worry about it too much. Lynn's hired. Another house show. Good stuff. But yeah. So the other thing we need to do on the roster is Harley Race. Harley. There he is. Obviously, he's set to retire. He's already retired. But I'm going to talk to him. Career. Yeah, so as you can see here, he's considering leaving the business, or he's going to leave the business at the moment. So we're going to ask him to reconsider. And as you can see there, he is not willing to reconsider. So we are basically screwed. And we're probably going to be losing Harley Race as well. It's perfectly fine. Sure, there's another good road agent out there that we can potentially use. Albeit probably not one of, his quality, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We do have Dusty, who's very, very good. He's actually better. There you go. That works out well. Let's just keep advancing. I want to get into the show here. Got a pretty good main event. Pretty good main event. So we'll go southeast again. We'll go the Cajun Dome. And let's book. Actually, we can't book. We still have issues waiting our attention. What do we got? Wrestlers caught for Natty Neidhart. Lovely. All right. Back we go. So main event is going to be a tag team match. And we're going to have... we haven't actually added them yet. So let's re-add them as a tag team. Any type? Are they not an actual tag team? I guess They probably weren't at this stage. So we're going to do Los Guerreros. Let me try and make sure I spell it correctly. Eros. I think it's like that. I mean, I can always just edit it anyway. But Eddie and Chavito. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe they are a team. I don't think I am. But there we go. Los Guerreros. So we're going to add them in a tag team match. I mean, it's essentially another heel tag team, which is bad. But yeah, they're going to be taking on the face team of Booker T and Rob Van Dam. We'll give that one 16. That'll be the main event. That's a good amount of time. And the winners are going to be... I think I'm going to go... We'll go Booker. Booker on a Chavo. I think that's the smartest way of doing it. Booker onto Chavo. Yeah, I like it. Post-match, let's have a Booker T... Booker T, Eddie Guerrero angle. Actually, let's have that pre-match, because that's going to lead into Starrcade. And let's also have DDP... We'll have him be off-screen, so... He'll be mentioned by both of these guys, but he won't actually be in the angle. Cool, let's do that. I think we'll finish on the main event. What else are we going to do? We're going to obviously have Rey Mysterio's debut as well. That's pretty much sorted out with the main event. And again, like with that angle, it's sort of a little bit of a precursor to, to Starrcade in the world title. All right, World Tag Team, World Cruiserweight. We need to add Rey Mysterio Jr. into this one. Perfect. And let's just go a match. Let's go a singles match for Rey. And we'll have Rey take on... Sanders, maybe? Shannon Moore? Shannon Moore was actually pretty good last week. I know he was versing Billy Kidman, but still. I feel like this really could be a proper good match. Get it to steal the show. Rey Mysterio winning on debut as well, or re-debut for me. Do we give him an angle? He's got low microphone ability, but I think it probably is passable. So what I'll do is I'll go Rey Mysterio, we'll go Shane Helms, and we'll go Billy Kidman. And we'll literally just see how all three of them do in this angle. And I'll have that one be post-match. Alright, in between, what did I do last week? I think we need an Anguish match. Because I want to have Jindrak versus Jindrak and Stasiak versus Anguish next week. So let's go Anguish, and they can take on Young Dragons potentially. Maybe Fully Blooded Italians. Yeah, let's do Fully Blooded Italians. We'll go 6 with it. We'll go storytelling. Super Crazy to get the win. Cool. Have that one be Harley Race. That can go in between those. What else? What are we doing with Buff? Buff and Joe. We don't really have anything for Dustin at the moment, but I probably would like to give him a match. And then what I would like to do is have CM Punk cutting a promo onto Vader, probably by himself, to be honest. I'll see if we can script him. We might not be able to, though. We're good. That one's fine there. Let's go with... what else we got? We need something with Team Canada. Let's do this. Alright, so Kevin Steen and PCO are going to team up to take on... I was gonna suggest AJ Styles, but we'll do American Dragon, who is also unimportant. And then maybe a Billy Kidman, potentially. Because pretty much everyone else... Sean O'Haire, maybe. Not really doing anything with Sean O'Haire, so let's do Sean O'Haire. He's American. He wants to help out. That's perfectly fine. Too fussed with the negative chemistry. This one's more just to get, to give American Dragon a win. And he'll pin the 17-year-old Steen. Perfect. Love that. We'll have an angle here as well with Lance. Yeah, let's just do Lance and American Dragon. I might even keep American Dragon on screen for this one. I don't think he can actually cut a promo himself. But we'll have that one pre-match. Let me have a look at American Dragon. Can he actually cut a promo? He cannot. Okay. Potentially need to find him a manager. Trying to think who. Who would be like a good American manager? Maybe you guys can leave me some suggestions down below. It can be male or female. I'm not really too fussed. Yeah. Leave some suggestions. Preferably an American. Because obviously it sort of fits the American Dragon sort of masked storyline that we've got going on for him at the moment. Alright, what else are we doing? I might just give Buff a match. I mean, Jarrett sort of needs something to do. I could potentially do Jarrett versus Vader. I know they're both heels, but it could be Shane McMahon sort of... Yeah, let's do that. So let's have Vader... Or is he Jeff Jarrett in a match together? It's only going to be 6 minutes long. Jarrett will get the win. We'll make it tainted, so he's cheating to win, essentially. Perfect. Then we'll chuck an angle before that one as well, or to start the show, I guess. So Shane McMahon. Then we'll have Jarrett. And finally Vader. Vader can be off screen for that one. And once again, we'll just go entertainment for these two. I think Jarrett probably won't want to be scripted. Yep. Okay. Lovely. I might even type this one, actually. So let's have Shane McMahon. Oops. Books match for Angry Jeff Jarrett. And it's very simple, against Vader. Cool. Alright. That'll kick us off. We'll then just go straight into the match, essentially. We might even make this the Wild Brawl. If I make that the Wild Brawl, I probably need a good angle in there, so I might just go DDP onto Booker. Have Booker be off screen, DDP by himself. Just punching out a really good promo. And hopefully that'll bring up that Wild Brawl. Need to make sure that with this one... Yeah, see, it's CM Punk. I probably don't want Punk by himself. Because that's going to lower this Steal the Show match. So I'm thinking I might go with We do like a Buff or a Kurt Hennig angle. What I might do is even run a little bit of interference in this match here. And we'll just have... Let's just have Kurt Hennig at ringside. That's very simple, very easy. Continues that storyline. And then we'll just go into a literal Kurt Hennig, Sean O'Hare. And we'll literally just have them brawling backstage. Yeah, brawl backstage. Simple, easy, job done. We'll go success for both of them. And hopefully this angle, it should realistically be high enough to hopefully boost that match up even further. Very nice. Need to do some fully blooded Italians. I know they're losing their match. I might run with this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go Johnny the Bull, Guido, and Tracy. I'll go the double entertainment. It might be a relatively bad angle. But it's going to be Johnny the Bull. Essentially, he's extending the olive branch. That's what he's doing. He's extending the olive branch to fully blooded Italians and says that, you know, he thinks that he can turn them around. That'll go post-match. What else have we got? We got Buff. We are sort of doing something with the tag team division. Could maybe have a Chaz, like a lowdown promo. So we can do that. Haven't done anything with Dustin. Let's give Dustin a match. Dustin. Oh, we haven't. I honestly don't even have Canyon in a feud, so I probably want to give Canyon a match as well. Canyon against Lash LaRue to get him on the show. Or we go Samoa Joe. Actually, this is how you book. This is how you book storylines. So we'll go Joe. Canyon gets the win. Make it open, script, decisive. And we're just literally going to have an interference on Joe by Buff Bagwell. Simple. Simple, easy, promos, lovely. We'll chuck that one there. Let's have a Canyon angle, literally just by himself because he's so talented. And we need angles, obviously. And then we'll have a post-match angle with Buff and Small Joe. Simple, easy. Hopefully a little bit of popularity there for Joe. Try and go Dusty. We might not be able to do that. And we want that one post-match. Perfect. We can fit one more angle. And we're actually at 49% today. So we're even lower than we usually are. Who haven't I used? Could go low down. That is pretty much what I said. Sure, we've got Dustin as well. So maybe we just do a Dustin and Dusty promo. I think we'll... Or do we set up a match for next week? Let's do that. Let's have... Go Chaz and D'Lo taking on Dustin and Dusty. And we'll literally go entertainment for all four. Bang. Just like that. We have a potential storyline going forward. Potential storyline. It's gonna be unscripted. That's a bit of a risk, actually. That one. Little bit of a risk. Where do we put it? I think we might put it a bit further back. Maybe after the Rey Mysterio angle. So we'll put it right down the bottom of the card. Towards the main event. Go up one with it. Perfect. Yeah, I like it. There we go. That's the show. We'll do a little pre-show action. Probably chuck AJ Styles in a match. We'll go AJ and Johnny the Bull taking on Romeo and Skipper. Nice and easy pre-show tag match. We'll give AJ the win. AJ's about to sort of start his push come Starrcade. Next tag team pre-show match, we'll just go with... Yeah, we'll go Team Canada. And they can take on... Probably take on Lowdown, to be fair. That's fine. It is only a pre-show match. It really doesn't matter too much. We'll give Lance Storm the win. Script and decisive, that one. Totally fine on the pre-show. Obviously a non-title match as well, but fine. Anyone else we haven't really used? Anyone that's sort of important? I know we don't have to get everyone on the show, and if people are in angles, they're sort of fine. We got Stasiak and Jindrak as well, so I might chuck them in a match too. Jindrak and Stasiak. They can take on Kendrick and Jet. Cool. And we'll give Jindrak the win. Decisive. We are done. All right, lovely. Let's run the show. So we start off with a 53 rated pre-show tag match. We've got AJ Styles and Johnny the Bull defeating Romeo and Skipper in 12:20 when AJ pinned Elix with a spiral tap. Good match. Again, we've got subtle mannerisms at a future heel turn there for Johnny the Bull, which we like to see. Yeah, it's a good match. Good chemistry between Romeo and Skipper as well. We then go into a 55 rated pre-show match. We have Jindrak and Stasiak defeating Brian Kendrick and Jason Jett in 12:06 when Jindrak pinned Brian Kendrick with a diving clothesline. Good chemistry there for Lawler and Styles. And the pre-show main event, I guess, is a 68 rated tag team match where we have Team Canada defeating Lowdown in 12:05 when Lance submitted Chaz with a single leg Boston Crab. Yeah, Lance head and shoulders above everybody else in the match. Lovely. Tori Wilson, subtle mannerisms as well. So we're going to turn her very soon. Probably should have already turned her. But I've got a plan for next episode, so we'll do it then. Hopefully I remember. All right, we kick off the show with a 87 rated angle here. We have Shane McMahon, and he books a match for an angry Jeff Jarrett, who once again barges into his office, demanding a world title match, demanding a rematch against Booker T. But this time, Shane basically says, I'll give you a match. It's going to be a match against Vader. You will not be giving or be getting a world title match. Good angle. Solid angle. We then go into a 97 rated angle where we have Diamond Dallas Page cutting a promo onto his opponent at Mayhem, being Booker T. Enjoyed the freedom off script. Very good promo there from DDP. And we move on. We move into a 59 rated match here where we have Jeff Jarrett defeating Vader in 5:32 by pinfall with a handful of tights. So Vader losing, Jarrett gets the win, but I'm sure Vader is going to be pretty pissed off in the effort, the cheating to win there by Jarrett. All right, we then go into, it's a bit of a throwaway angle, I would say, but it's given us a 90 rated angle, so I'm not going to complain too much. Just with Canyon, again, just one of those dark, sort of cryptic promos where he sort of doesn't really reveal too much, but he's maybe starting to build towards his opponent at Starrcade. Yeah, good stuff. Improvised well. Apparently deserved better color commentary. So that might be Schiavone, potentially. We go into Canyon's match, which gets us an 82 rating. We have Canyon defeating Samoa Joe in 5:36 by pinfall with a flatliner. And during the match, we had Buff Bagwell run in and attack Samoa Joe. So yeah, Buffwell getting involved doesn't exactly, cost Joe the match, but he essentially leaves him in a state that a very capable Canyon is essentially going to pick up a win quite easily. So yeah, 82 rated, very good match. We then go into the following angle, where we have an 85 rated angle. Is Buff's penalty, is that only for matches? I feel like it's only for matches. I think his angles are fine. I think it's just matches. His morale, whatever his penalty is, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe it's gone. Maybe it's gone. That'd be pretty damn incredible. Anyway, very good, 85. We move on. You go into a 78 rated angle this time, coming from Lance Storm. He cuts a promo onto American Dragon and basically says, "Good luck, Dragon. You're going to be taking on two members of Team Canada in a tag team match tonight. Going to be taking on PCO and Kevin Steen." Yeah, I was about to call him Kevin Owens again. Kevin Steen. Good angle. The tag team match gets us a 63 rating. We have American Dragon and Sean O'Haire defeating Kevin Steen and PCO in 6:03 when American Dragon submitted Kevin Steen. Good match. Again, we've got the zero chemistry between these two, but they are the two lowest. So it's sort of an important thing that I can use them to sort of not job Team Canada out, but allow other people to get victories in storyline purposes over Team Canada without, Awesome or Lance Storm especially sort of losing any popularity or losing any credibility. Anyway, we've got American Dragon and Sean O'Haire showing excellent chemistry teaming together. Potential tag team there. Yeah, Bryan Danielson and Sean O'Haire. Big and little? I don't know. Anyway, good stuff. It's actually an alright match. I'm wondering if the positive chemistry there potentially outweighed the negative chemistry. I'm going to assume that it probably did. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it. Not that it, negated it, but yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. We move on to a 46 rated angle here from CM Punk, and he cuts a promo onto Vader, who he will be versing at the pay-per-view at Mayhem. We're going to make that one a singles match, but it's likely Vader will probably have a match against Colt Cabana next week. Anyway, 46, all right. He's got great entertainment stats, we know that. And we move on. We move into a 77 rated angle where we have a backstage brawl between Curt Hennig and Sean O'Haire. Obviously, this is after Sean O'Haire's match. So he sort of just got to the back, sort of getting his bearings, having a drink of water, and then boom, in comes Curt Hennig, who was at ringside for his match. Didn't get involved, didn't distract him, didn't even say anything. And then essentially stalks him backstage, and yeah, they brawl. It's on. Good 77 though, and they both actually performed pretty well. So yeah, no penalties coming out of that one. It's going to be beneficial for O'Haire as well because he's rated on entertainment, and of course he's about 49 popularity I think at the moment. So a 77 is going to be really good for him. We then go into the debut of Rey Mysterio Jr., the re-debut. It's a debut for our series, and he gets a 74 rated match. We have Rey Mysterio Jr. defeating Shannon Moore in 5:41 by pinfall with a Frankensteiner. Good match. Amazing luchador gimmick. Oh, no. Got an initial rating of awful. Why? Why does TEW feel the need to do this to me sometimes? It's likely to rise over time, but that's so frustrating. it's like such a good debut as well. Like, anyway, 74. It's good stuff. We move on. We go into a three-way angle where we have a 53 rating. We have Rey Mysterio Jr., Shane Helms, the current Cruiserweight champion, and the current #1 contender in Billy Kidman. All three of them sort of go back and forth. Shane and Billy sort of, they welcome Rey Mysterio back, and they say that they want the best of the best to be here in the Cruiserweight division, and Rey Mysterio Jr. is just that. He is the best Cruiserweight in the world. And essentially Shane says he wants to test himself. He wants to try and beat the best there is. So he sort of offers Rey the chance to be a part of a triple threat match at the pay-per-view. And Rey essentially accepts it. Kidman looks a little frustrated, especially after sort of, shaking Rey's hand and welcoming him back to the WCW. But yeah, triple threat match at the pay-per-view. Lock it in. We then go into a 60 rated angle where we have Lowdown and the Rhodes family sort of going back and forth. And this one, it's a bit of a, I don't want to, give too many spoilers away, but it's a bit of a sort of precursor to our World Tag Team title match for Starrcade. We are sort of already starting to build, like I'm trying to add in little bits and pieces here. We're still building to mayhem with a lot of these storylines, but then a lot of these other storylines, like this one, is going to start to take effect, and then some of our other storylines that we've already got in place are then going to continue over into Starrcade as well. But yeah, this is going to be our World Tag Team title match at Starrcade. Spoilers, I know, but it's pretty much perfect at this point. We're going to have Lowdown taking on the Rhodes family, the American Nightmare, the American Dream. And yeah, Dusty gets an opportunity at the biggest WCW event of the year to potentially become a World Tag Team Champion with his son. So pretty good promo. Both members of Lowdown struggling off script because they're not exactly sort of setting the world alight in terms of entertainment skills. Whereas obviously Dustin and Dusty are quite a bit better, and they don't really struggle off script. They're actually both getting better at their gimmick as well, which is a good positive. We get a 60. It is what it is. We move on. We go into our tag team match. We get a 59 rating for this one. We have Anguish defeating Fully Blooded Italians in 5:43 when Super Crazy in Little Guido with a moonsault. So yeah, Guido loses. Super Crazy wins. Anguish are going to take on Jindrak and Stasiak next week to essentially determine who will be the #1 contenders for Mayhem. Yeah, 59, good match. I like it. And it gives Super Crazy and Anguish, another win. All right, after that, of course, Fully Blooded Italians losing. We get a 51 rating here where we have Johnny the Bull comes out. Guido sort of puts his fists up. He's sort of ready to fight. Some others are sort of holding him back a little bit. But yeah, Johnny the Bull grabs the mic and essentially says, do not fear. I believe I can help you guys. I know we've been enemies, we've been foes, we've been rivals, but it's time that we sit down at a table, we break some bread, and we discuss how we're gonna restore the respect, the Italian name. It's a good little way to continue that heel turn there for Johnny the Bull as well. I like it. He didn't do well without a script to follow, and Guido improvised well. So that was a bit of a mistake because I didn't want them to be unscripted anyway. But still a 51. It's actually really good. All right, we then go into an 89 rated angle. Pre-main event angle here. Very good stuff. And we have Booker T and Eddie Guerrero going back and forth on the microphone. Booker T essentially says that he's going to beat Diamond Dallas Page. He's the world champion. He's the best in the world. There is no one better. And Eddie Guerrero says, give him an opportunity. Give him an opportunity at the world title, and Eddie will prove him wrong. Because Eddie, he'll do whatever it takes. He'll lie. He'll cheat. He'll steal. And he will steal that world heavyweight title away from Booker T. Good angle. Very good angle going into the main event. Again, penalty there. Personal issues for Eddie Guerrero. But the main event, what you've all been waiting for. Oh, yes. We love to see it. We love to see it. Drop a like for that 85 rated main event match. Los Guerreros debuting on WCW. Re-debuting, obviously, together. But we have Booker T and Rob Van Dam defeating Los Guerreros in 1542 when Booker T pinned Chavo Guerrero Jr. with a bookend. And you loved... Oh, look at that. It's meant to be. Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero, excellent chemistry teaming together. You love it. You just love it. If that doesn't deserve a like, guys, to show your support for the series, I don't know what will. 85 rated. We get the blue rating there. I love seeing the blue rating. It's perfect. Like it a lot. And then we get the excellent chemistry there for Los Guerreros. Oh, I'm just in a good mood now. All of a sudden, boom. Just like that. In a good mood. Anyway. Yeah, Chavo loses. Booker gets the pinfall. He's the world champion. It kind of makes sense. They're a team of champions. Booker, RVD, US title, world title. Obviously, future contender for the world title in Eddie. Current contender and technically future contender as well in Chavo. Yeah, pretty much the main event and semi-main event of our Starcade in this main event of Nitro. So very happy with the 85 there. Lots of good in-ring performances. Even Chavo is sort of hanging there with a 76. We'll take a little look at the dirt sheet. The fact that we got an 85 with Eddie's penalty could have been even better. Could have been even better. So Booker T for inconsistency. Obviously the low experience for the announcing quality. And then we had a penalty for the United States storyline's low heat. Should have done maybe an RVD angle as well prior to the Eddie Booker angle. Anyway, let's finish the show. We get oh my god, 89 rated Nitro this episode. That is our highest ever rating for a show. 1 point away from a 90. We might even actually go up to big size as a result of this show. Because we're increasing popularity in 13 regions, being the US and Canada. That might be enough to get us into 77 across those other United States areas or regions. It might be enough. Let's have a look. Come on. I've got faith. Alright, let's check Raw. Oh, we smashed him. Absolutely smashed him. Their main events were pathetic. Undertaker, Steve Blackman. We've actually beaten their highest match rating as well. Which doesn't really happen very often either. Yeah, but Undertaker defeating Steve Blackman 84. Regal, The Rock, and Kane defeating Scott Hall, Raven, and Richards 82. There you go. And yeah, looking at that, looks like we are actually up to big size. Get in there. Achieving big size, we rise to big size, up from medium. We can essentially get some ridiculous, TV deals at the moment. And we get a 1.25 TV rating. So we might actually even look at that. Look at broadcasters for Nitro next episode. We won't do it this episode. It's gone on for 45 minutes now. So, yeah, there we go. There we go. One thing I want to look at is Buff Bagwell. I want to see if he's lost it yet. No, still in a funk. Yeah, so that's poor form as opposed to Eddie's, which is personal issues. So Buff's only matches. His angles aren't affected by his morale issues. But these personal issues here for Eddie, they affect every match and angle. Okay. For the same amount of time, roughly, as well. Looks like Eddie lost a point of popularity. Or did he gain? He was 74 in October. We're into November. He started off at 73 in November, and he's now back up to a 74. So he's actually gained a point of popularity. It's very good. We love to see that. We love to see it. Yeah, I mean, him versus Booker at Starrcade, even with his penalty, we have the chance of essentially doing some pretty ridiculous things, I think, with that match. So, looking forward to that. One thing before we finish off the episode here is we want to change preferences. So, I think it's crowd management, or is it crowd burnout? Yeah, crowd burnout. That's what we want to change. That's literally the only thing I'm changing. It's going to affect pay-per-view ratings. I don't really want my cards to be affected by a silly burnout penalty, and I have to tank certain matches on my card as a result. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. I'm going to change it. I know you guys probably, some of you might not like me changing that. Some of you will like it because obviously it means we can put on the best show possible for those pay-per-views and not have the crowd burnout penalties, which is what we had for the last pay-per-views, the Halloween Havoc's main event. And I don't want that to happen again. So that's the only one I'm doing. Anyways, that is going to be the end of the episode, guys. Please make sure you drop a like on the video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel as well. Turn that notification bell on, and you'll be notified when these episodes come out. Been very consistent lately. I just want to say thank you for all the support. I do have the Discord up and running. At the moment, the only channel member is Seth, and me and Seth, we've been going back and forth a little bit in the Discord. And yeah, Seth, he's gotten a spoiler or two in the Discord chat. So, you know, I'm happy to see certain things he's working on. You know, he's working on some good graphics for C-verse re-renders and stuff like that, which he's been sharing a couple with me. And I've been sharing a few screenshots of the series because I'm sort of trying to stay at least one episode ahead. But yeah, finish off on size, 79 Mid-Atlantic and Southeast, 77 across those other important US states. And we're up to big size, baby. We're up. To get to large, we need big size, which we already have. And then we need 71 throughout the regions of either Canada or Mexico. With Canada probably being the most likely, because we don't even have a... Is that all regions? I think that might be all regions in Canada to 71. Anyway, if you guys know, drop a comment down below. I do appreciate all of them. I respond to all of them as well. And apart from that, as always, take it easy and goodbye.